Hi and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things lipedema. Today's video is potentially a bit of a controversial one. I am speaking about it because it does affect us all. Anybody that's on social media and speaking about lipedema, this will potentially affect you. So I just wanted to do a video, start the conversation about the dark side of social media. And yeah, it's not necessarily something we can control, but we can be aware of it. And when we're more aware of it, we can protect ourselves better. So let's get into it. The first topic I wanted to touch on is sexualizing people with lipedema. Now, I know everybody has their preferences. It's human nature. We all find certain people attractive. There's people we don't find attractive. Like, I'm not saying you can't have a preference, but it's when people are seeking out certain hashtags or looking for anybody that ticks this box that interests them sexually and makes me very uncomfortable. And I think there's a big difference between providing that content. If you want to provide content that's sexual in nature, fine. This isn't a topic about that. I have no issues with that. It's more people looking for that content in places where it's not really provided. Personally, my page is about lipedema awareness. There's no judgment here if that is you, but when these people are using hashtags to find a specific body type, which is a disease, let's just put that out there, and I'm receiving unsolicited messages, unsolicited pictures, that's a big issue for me. And it's very complicated. I'm not going to go into it too much. I mean, it'd be great to delve into it a bit more, but it's also that expectation that we should be grateful for the attention we get and for the pictures that are sent, because we tend to be bigger people. I'm speaking from my experience, so I'll say a bigger woman, and I should be grateful for this attention that I've not asked for. And yeah, I just think it's unpleasant. But yeah, there's another aspect that I want to point out where I've received a couple of messages about feet. Now, whatever you are into, I mean, within reason, of course, there are places online to find these things. There's places, OF, for example, everybody knows it, whether you use it or not. We all know that you can find things like that. So it makes me wonder if people that are searching out lipedema or feet pictures maybe enjoy the anonymity of it, or, I mean, they're not even anonymous, are they? But kind of approaching somebody that's not necessarily expecting that. So yeah, just be careful sharing your surgery photos and your feet in particular. Do what you want. It's your journey, your lipedema journey, but just be aware that there are always people that are searching hashtags and they're on the lookout for certain things to enjoy. I'm trying so hard not to use words that YouTube doesn't like, but we all know what I'm trying to say. Okay, number 2, the dark side of social media. It's a bit of a controversial one. With awareness comes people that want to make money from us. And we have to keep reminding ourselves that lipedema is a disease. It's a painful disease, it's a debilitating disease. And we are told from research that it cannot be cured. When people start popping up claiming that they can cure lipedema with diets, with supplements, with all sorts. I've seen it all. We need to remember that we are an opportunity to people, and there's people within the community that take advantage of us just for money. So it's our responsibility to kind of not look through rose-tinted glasses and think, oh gosh, that person has claimed they've cured lipedema from, this is a stupid example, but from eating carrots. I'll try anything I can. I mean, we're all desperate. We are. We all want it cured. But we do have to get to a point where we stop trying to fix something that potentially can't be fixed, and we make life better for ourselves in other ways. That's not to say, I mean, I'm not even going to go into dieting and stuff like that, but we also need to be aware of people that are self-congratulating, and it's always claiming that they've done things that we can do if we just tried, like we haven't already tried for the past 20 years. I just always find it a bit icky when people congratulate themselves and say, if I can do it, you can do it. Disease doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I still have hope that I will find something that works, and I understand the desperation that comes from pain and being isolated and just needing that hope. There is hope, but it isn't through some lipedema guru on social media that wants to charge you £100 an hour. I'm not against people making money and helping people, but we do need to be a bit more aware of the people that are taking advantage. And with any illness, with any disease, with any issue like this, some people manage to infiltrate the community, and that's how they get so good at what they do. They are one of us. So when they are demonstrating that they can do everything and you should pay them for these ideas and these things, it's just a big red flag to me. But we can make our own decisions. If you want to try certain things, go for it. We all need to find what works for us, and I will always say do what you need to do. But when it's people taking advantage just for money purposes, we just need to be careful. And the third point for today's video about the dark side of social media is surgery pictures. Now, we could debate before and after pictures till the end of time. Whether some of us find them triggering, whether we find them useful, whatever, we can talk about that another day. The way I want to talk about it is doctors using before and after pictures and potentially editing them, positioning body parts in a certain way to make it look more impressive, and just taking people's photographs without permission. We have seen a big increase in doctors advertising on social media. Fine, it's a way of reaching people. I mean, we use it to raise awareness. Of course, people are going to use social media to show what they do, their work. But it seems like there's a few famous doctors, social media lipedema doctors, that are really aggressively advertising to us. One thing I don't agree with, ethically, morally, is influencers being involved in lipedema surgery. I think if a doctor is willing to pay somebody for a review for an operation that's for a disease, I think morally, ethically, that is wrong on both parties. The thing that comes with this is if you're being paid to do something, the person that's paying the money is going to want a good review, which when dealing with operations, things go wrong. Now, I've experienced it firsthand. Things have gone wrong, but if you are bound by a contract that says you can't speak out, how can you live with yourself? I mean, potentially the influencers can't disclose certain things. I mean, people don't really disclose it if they are getting surgery. It's very murky and nobody's obvious saying, I'm being paid to have this surgery. Why not just be honest? Like, that makes me feel icky straight away. Why would they say anything bad? Especially when we need potentially more than one operation to deal with this disease. It's expensive, unfortunately. I just find it dishonest when people don't disclose that they are either having a discount or being paid by a surgeon or getting something free. And there just seems to be a rise in influencers. I've spoken to people before on this topic, and would we view an influencer being paid or being given free treatment for cancer the same? Probably not. We probably wouldn't like that. Morally and ethically, we'd think. So why is lipedema any different? And it's becoming a very aesthetic disease. I'm part of that. I've posted before and after pictures to demonstrate debulking. Like, lipedema has an aesthetic part to it, which is the column-shaped legs, the bands, the ankle bands, the wrist bands. To some extent, we have to use the visuals, but I just want more honesty within the community. I want doctors to be more honest and stop using marketing to attract people and to just be honest and word of mouth. I just think it really devalues lipedema surgery as a whole when people are using our disease as the new exciting shiny trend on social media. As a community, we need to support each other. I mean, I've been so lucky. I've been honest about the experiences I've had with my last surgery, with the stroke, with sepsis, just everything, the bowel removal. And that's why I've always spoken about it, because it's dangerous having surgery. It's nothing to take lightly. Social media is making cosmetic surgery really attainable, which is fine, but I'm worried that lipedema surgery is becoming a trend and becoming trendy, and I don't know. I just wish people were honest. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the dark side of social media. Let me know if there's anything I've missed or if there's anything else you'd like me to discuss. And let's just stick together. People will take advantage of anything. It's not just the lipedema community, it's every community. So we just need to stick together and try and keep our eyes open and look after each other. But yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone that's been like support for me in the past year after all my complications. Surgery is a big decision. It's scary. It can change your life, but it can also affect your life. It's traumatic, it's painful, and we need to stop treating it like it's a trip to the dentist. I just want more honesty around our disease. I feel a bit sad now. I'll end this video anyway. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll join me for the next video. If you can like and comment, that'd be really good. Appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye. So I'm just editing this video and I wanted to pop this in. I just want to say that it's okay that we are vulnerable people. It's okay that lipedema has made us vulnerable and insecure and desperate for answers. What's not okay is people taking advantage of that. And I guess that's the point of this video, whether it's people taking advantage of us sexually, financially, morally. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this video, just to open our eyes a little bit. But I just want to say there's nothing wrong with the feelings we have about ourselves, about lipedema.